I am Sexy Beast.
Hi, Sexy Beast.
Hey, Mary Chaos, how are you?
I'm well. How are you?
Is this the first time we're calling together?
Yes.
How exciting.
Indeed. And this is my first time calling these two excellent teams. We are about to see the Boulder County Bombers All-Stars in black and the Pirate City Rollers All-Stars in white.
That's right, Pirate City All-Stars coming all the way from Auckland, New Zealand, virtually on the other side of the earth.
And from what I understand, Pirate City just had a big jump in the rankings. And I am, of course I say that before I have out my cheat sheet. But this should be a good game. Yes, Pirate City actually jumping up to number 55. They jumped 32 spots. Boulder County ranked at number 57, jumping up 7 spots. So both of these teams on an upswing. And I'm sure both of them looking to, really desiring to show dominance over one another.
That was amazing the way that you extracted that information so instantaneously.
I again, cheat sheet.
While you were doing that, I was falling off the back of the dais.
I heard that. I was wondering what that noise was. We've got the refs sweeping the OPR lane. That's the thing. The sweeping usually happens on the track. The poor referees, the poor OPRs always get forgotten about.
That's right. They sweep the dirt into the outside lane so that the outside pack referees can experience it.
I guess it gives more traction on a floor like the sport court. And I am curious to see how skaters adapt to this particular track since I haven't been here yet. Tracks 1 and tracks 2, the floor has certainly played an effect. Anyone who has ever skated on sport court will know that it is a fickle friend.
That's right.
It's sticky until it isn't. And it usually isn't when you're trying to edge or use your toe steps.
That's right. It's purposely a hard surface that is fluid, if that's to be believed. So.
Yes. So why don't we do some rosters as we're getting set for our first jam. Boulder County Bombers All-Stars, 0815 Feisty Juan, 10 Unprotected Lex, 117 Mussolini, 2020 X-Ray Vixen, 22 is Speedo Bandito, 3 Deputies, 316 Die Darlin, 40 Speedo Juice, 408 Brassica Auracia, 451 Diana Fire, 50 your captain, the original Skankster, 57 Sauce, 8 is Evil X, and 88 is Catastrophe.
All right, and we're going to give you the Pirate City Rollers All-Stars roster here just in a second. We're just about to get underway here, and it appears that on the jammer line for Pirate City, the team in white, that's number 14, Ballistic Button. And so good.
And 0815 Feisty One. A hush falls over the crowd as we all anticipate that first jam whistle.
And that whistle has blown, and the jam is underway. Both jammers looking to go up the middle now. Ballistic Button at the front of the pack, but Feisty One looking for an inside spot, looking to turn a corner there, and she does, picking up lead jammer status now for Boulder County.
Sauce picking up a quick forearm penalty. That'll set her down in the penalty box.
And while making the turn at turn 3 there, that's number 14, Ballistic Button, jamming for Pirate City, finally clear of the final Boulder blocker. Boulder County jammer headed to the penalty box. For a back block, it looks like. Ballistic Button now on a scoring pass. One last blocker to beat, and she is through. Should pick up all 5 points there. That's a grand slam for Pirate City.
Coming through on her next scoring pass. Offense being a little bit tentative. They sent one up. There wasn't a huge crashing offense like we've seen from some of the teams.
Yeah, Boulder County setting up at the front of the pack. Boulder County jammer Feisty One back on the track now, encountering the full wall from Pirate City there in the back.
Pirate City choosing to play a 1 offense, while Boulder County is keeping all 4 on defense to hold back the jammer.
All right, Feisty One out of the pack now, having completed her first scoring pass. That's 4 points on the board for Boulder. And whistles are blowing. The jam is over. Looks like 10 points. 10 points on the jam for Pirate City. That's something that you are learning now about Track 3, that the scoreboard not just slightly to your left and behind you, not just modestly to your right and behind you, but completely behind you.
We need a mirror.
And a chiropractic sponsor.
And the chiropractic. They do have massage tables here.
That's right. Over near track 1,
Yes.
over in the
They're
atrium,
yes,
if you will.
Blue and Aaron Gobra.
Well, while we were jabbering away, looks like the Pirate City Jammer has wound up in the box, now joined by a Boulder blocker.
And X-Ray Vixen has gotten a lead jammer for Boulder County, ping-ponging her way through the pack.
That's right, scraping off blockers as she goes and able to complete a scoring pass. 5 full points now for Boulder. And she's going to come around for another scoring pass as the Pirate City Jammer exits the box. Still jamming for Pirate City. That's number 14, Ballistic Button.
A penalty must have been levied at the end of that jam since she started in the box. And just barely getting by on the outside. Got a little nod from Pete in the pool saying everything's A-OK. Black calls the jam. X-Ray Vixen putting up another 5 points on that pass.
Yeah, that's a total of 10 points for Boulder, coming back strong there. Scored nearly tied now. 14 on the board for Boulder, 15 for Pirate City. Those jammer penalties tend to have that effect on the score, the changing of the score.
Got deputies taking the line for Boulder County.
And that's number 451, Misbehaving, jamming for the Pirate City Rollers.
Misbehaving being a little cautious off the jam start.
Yeah, looking for some kind of an opening, but she's going to have to make one of her own, I think, if she's going to get past the Boulder County defense. Pack thickening up there at turn 1. And it is the Boulder County Jammer through for lead. And that is number 3, Deputies.
Misbehaving, trying to push out that tripod in the front of the pack. Not really having much success, mostly just getting stuck back in the sad place.
Good anchoring coming from Catastrophe at the front of that 3-wall. Ooh, nice spin move. That's right, Misbehaving spinning around there and clear of the pack now. But Boulder County will call the jam there.
Got a low block going to number 44 at the end of that jam. We saw the jammer hit the deck, and it was courtesy of said low block.
All right, well, we've got a lead change, I think. Boulder County on top now by 2 points, 17-15. Picking up 3 points on that jam. Both teams setting up at the pivot line as though it were 2009.
Pivot starts happen. What is old is new again.
I would like to see a kneel down start.
Oh, no,
just
that's just
old time's sake.
unnecessary.
All right, well, we've got action on the track, and that is the Boulder County Jammer bursting through, picking up lead jammer status for the team in black. That's number 40, Speedlejuice. Just about a quarter track behind, number 73, Coup d'Italia, jamming for Pirate City. Speedlejuice going to make it through. Yeah, hit it and quit it. Made it past the opposing team and called off the jam. 4 points for Boulder County.
That was a nice move by the original Skankster at the back of the pack, making sure that her jammer got at least the 1 point, was able to pull a Pirate City blocker off the track, and it spread out the rest of the pack enough that she was able to just kind of dash right through, pick up those points.
Good times here on track 3.
Got Feisty 1 ready to attack the back of the Pirate City wall.
And she's going to be opposed by number 117. That's Shan, jamming for the first time today.
Pack starting off really smushy each time, and then the jammer's doing a pretty okay job of spreading them out to get through.
Yeah, very condensed packs there. Contact on the inside. Jammer's going to call it off rather than try and run back there.
That was paper cut, timing that block perfectly.
Nice. Paper cut, not to be confused with Papierschnitt. Papierschnitt is a skater she was with Gotham for a while, but anyway, that's German for paper cut.
The people at home can't see the look that I was just giving him.
You're like, what is happening? Suddenly, the words coming out of your mouth are strange and foreign to me.
We've got X-Ray Vixen and number 23. That is Blockness Monster for Pirate City.
X-Ray Vixen getting hung up on the inside there. Blockness Monster looking for an opening on the left side. Now she's got 2 Boulder County blockers to deal with. And extending the boundaries of the engagement zone. She's out front now, lead jammer.
She got some derby hugs from Original Skanks here.
There you go, derby hugs. All right, Blockness Monster back at the front of that pack. 1 blocker to beat around front there. Following it off immediately. Not soon enough. 1 point stolen away there by Boulder County. Is there an echo in here, or are there 4 announcers on this dais?
That was my entire last game
There's
as well.
so many announcers in this very small space. That is pretty amazing and awesome. So
that is true. It is hard when I hear them saying the thing that I want to say next. I'm like, wait, what? Deputies.
We'll switch chairs at halftime. That
Okay,
way,
well, yeah.
Because these people over here aren't saying anything. So.
NSOs aren't allowed to talk.
That's right, or smile. All right, back to the action now. Jamming for Boulder County. That's number 3, Deputies.
And we've got Ballistic Button taking the jam star for Pirate City.
Ballistic Button through the pack now. Deputies, your lead jammer. Coming up on the pack in turn 1, looking for some offense here. Not going to mess around, though. I'll just call that jam.
Button does a great job of using her wingspan to get past the pack.
Nice.
Yeah, a lot of jammers, especially ones with long legs, are not really, not always so confident to really take that really long step because you're on 8 wheels.
That's right.
And it's awkward. But she's not afraid to just hop.
The fearlessness. It's inspirational. All right, we've had a jammer switch for Boulder County now. Taking the line, that's number 0815, Feisty One. And she'll be opposed by number 73, Coup d'Italia.
Feisty One getting bounced back and forth between the Pirate City blockers. They're doing a good job of turning and recycling that triangle, though.
Coup d'Italia out of the pack now. Lead jammer coming up on a first scoring pass. And with helmet cover in hand, Feisty One is out of that tangly pack. Coup d'Italia completing 1 scoring pass now. And firmly in control of the jam. Wow, nice sweep through the pack by Coup d'Italia there.
Pretty much untouched.
Yeah. 5 more on the jam for Pirate City. And 4 points on that pass for Feisty One.
I think she might be trying to clear the box.
Yep, a little bit of a
She's
time swap happening.
Yeah, she's on a good run, trying to keep the point scoring going, get her blockers out of the box. Unfortunately, we exchange 1 for 1 on both teams.
Yes, where one may fall, one shall rise. And Coup d'Italia making a final pass and then calling off the jam. Nice little 17-point jam there for Pirate City. Puts them at 36 points. In the lead now over Boulder County with 31. It took me so long to say that. Well, part of it was that I had to turn my whole body around.
Right, and we do not have multi-directional mics, so.
Nor do I have like a multi-directional body as such. But, you know.
That happens with old age.
Hey now. I'm in my late 39s. All right.
So as we've got a little pause here, wanted to remind you about all the great social media that we've got going on. Live tweets at ECRG_the_big-O. The social media team is working feverishly all weekend to bring you live tweets and Facebook coverage throughout the event. We've got an Instagram at Big O Social Media. We've got the hashtag Big O 2017. And, of course, for the floofs, hashtag Big O Cats and Big O Dogs.
Nice. Bring the pets in there.
That's me and Sleasier love seeing the cats.
The cats are good stuff. So it turns out we're actually in a Boulder County team timeout now. And give us a chance to talk a little bit about Boulder County. So their 2016 record 5-7. Currently ranked in the WFTDA at 56th. And their 5-7 record from last year includes a 3-2 record at D2 Wichita. They are no slouches to the postseason. Uh-oh. 57?
57.
57. 56, it's like an extra half of a cookie. You know? But, so Boulder County actually in the playoffs the last 3 seasons in D2. And they lost yesterday to Team 2x4. But they play Sydney tomorrow, so that's what their weekend is looking like. This is the first time at the Big O and the first time playing against Pirate City. So
it's nice seeing the international teams come into big tournaments like this.
Oh, yeah.
In the past, I'm a Floridian, so we would have beach brawl.
Yes.
And we would have a ton of international teams come in and, quite honestly, usually kick some American butt.
Nice.
And get proper ranking points. They don't get a chance to do that at home just because people aren't properly ranked.
That's right.
So for them to come in and test themselves against other teams that are near their rankings and see whether that's where they are or not.
Yeah. Yep.
It's nice to get the world to kind of like to get a true gauge on teams.
Yeah, absolutely. You'll see many teams from different parts of the world, and they will try to combine as many possible sanctioned games into the trips that they make as they possibly can. And the Big O, a tournament like the Big O, is one of the ways that they do that. They can come in here and play 3 or 4 games in a weekend, and that can definitely affect their rankings and how they advance towards postseason if that's what they're going to do.
Absolutely.
All right. Well, that rolling whistle signals the end of the timeout. We are just about to get back underway here. Taking the star this time for Pirate City. That's number 451, Misbehavin'.
We've got Evil X taking the star for the first time for Boulder County.
Everybody's got one of those. All right, but it's Misbehavin' out of the pack first. Lead jammer for Pirate City. Evil X now scrambling on the inside and able to escape the pack. Misbehavin' coming up on the pack here. Looking to score points, and Evil X, nice little apex jump there on the corner. That's going to net her 4 points. A 4-4 jam so far.
The entire pack keeps smushing kind of to the outside. This is... Are we going to have a V-Diva moment here where she just jumps the apex every single time she comes through the pack?
Let's see.
Let's do it.
3 for 3. Wait, it's not too late. She can still do it.
But she's going to get a low block.
Oh,
yeah.
There it is. Oh, well.
Yeah.
Well, she's going to get a low block, and Misbehavin's going to get 4 points. And power opportunity for Pirate City here.
V-Diva and Reaper are the 2 jammers that
that
every
right?
time I see them,
They're
I'm like, just jump the apex.
Aerial
and
specialists.
Jump the apex. And wait, and there we go.
There it is.
Meanwhile,
yes,
451 going up against 451.
Oh, it's 451 on 451. That's not a palindrome, but it's still interesting to say. And Misbehaving now through the pack. That's 5 points on that pass. A grand slam with Evil X standing in the box and now back on the track for Boulder County.
Diana Fire is the other 451 holding up.
Diana Fire, what an awesome name.
I know, right? She was holding up Misbehaving, able to help kill that penalty a little bit.
Yeah. Back grinding to a halt here just at turn 3.
Pirate City trying to recycle around Boulder County a little bit. They're getting close to their opponents, but they're not smushing their opponents the way we've been seeing in some other high-level games. Nice knockout there by Papercut, the captain.
Wow, shout out to number 08 Sugar Hit from Pirate City, who came back from the penalty box onto the track and did so between 2 outside pack referees, just so gracefully and effortlessly, and with such consideration for the officials, so as to not impede their work in any way. That was something to see.
And being friends with an official who was recently very injured from someone not doing that.
That's right.
We appreciate that consideration.
We certainly do. All right, back to the action now. Jamming for Boulder County. That's 0815 Feisty One.
And we've got number 117 Shen getting lead jammer for Pirate City.
Feisty One getting hung up a little bit in the pack. Takes the helmet cover off and is appearing to try a helmet cover pass.
Shen somehow hitting the pack and just then skating through the outside without much issue at all.
Yeah. Feisty One retaining the helmet cover. Still the jammer of record in this jam. Coming around on a scoring pass. Oh no, looks like a Jammer penalty. That's number 117. Shan heading to the penalty box. Did you see that penalty, Mary?
It was a back block.
A back block.
Yes.
There you go.
I had thought that the blocker had moved into it, but apparently not. It's reffing is a game of angles.
It is.
OPR had a better angle on that one, so to the box she goes.
And it's a definite power opportunity now for Boulder County as they put up 5 points on this pass. 9 points total on the jam so far.
Trying to gallop on the outside is Shen. She gets by, and she gets by again. 5 more points going up.
Yeah, Shan completing her scoring pass coming out of the box. Feisty one trying to clear the front of the pack. That's number 18, Teuton Carnage, dropping some serious science up front. Also, number 19, Miss Crunchbull for Pirate City. Great containment.
Feisty one just taking hit after hit as she was in that pack and trying to get through. Multiplayer block now going to a Boulder County blocker. That's number 10, Unprotected Lex.
All right, well, that wow, that's the scoring. Very prolific scoring in that jam. 14 points on the board for Boulder County, 19 for Pirate City.
So that means it's 72 to 57 with Pirate City in the lead. We're going to have 2020 X-Ray Vixen taking the line for Boulder County against number 23. That's Blockness Monster.
Blockness Monster getting blocked nest to the inside. Able to step over a downed opponent. Looking for an inside lane, but it is Boulder County picking up lead jammer. Blockness there just a second too late.
She kind of drafted X-Ray on the way through.
There you go. But Blockness is in front. And unless Boulder County is looking to generate points, they could also call a jam off if they wanted to. Oh,
Ooh,
nice
that was
knocked down to the inside there. Yeah, that's number 88, Catastrophe.
number 10 taking out 2 blockers with 1 hit.
Uh-oh.
Cut track
Yep.
being called on X-Ray Vixen. 2 blockers were taken out. However, there was a 3rd blocker that had dropped back a little bit.
So Blockness now jamming unopposed. Completes a 5-point pass there with both the Boulder County jammer and pivot in the penalty box. Uh-oh. There we go. Little clockwise block there. Dropping on number 84. I don't know how to pronounce that name. Ever been slapped.
Ever been slapped. Come on now.
I put words together. It's my hobby. Anyway, meanwhile, back on the track, another scoring pass for Pirate City. 5 more points. Oh, my goodness, looking out. Coming in hot to the back of the pack, and that is going to be a back block for number 23, Blockness Monster.
23, slow to get up. I think she felt it just as much as the opposing blocker did.
I guess you could call her back Blockness Monster right now, but
Wow.
maybe not later.
Wow.
And that's too bad because that's 15 points on the board already for Pirate City. Boulder County looking now to see if they can get back in. It's a game between city and county. But that is not going to happen. 0 points on that final pass for Boulder County.
We have got a very strong walk to the interior by the coach of Pirate City.
Speaking of Pirate City, since we have a slowdown in action, I've got some fun facts.
Yes, please. I like fun facts.
They are from Auckland, New Zealand, as I mentioned.
Which is a great place, and I believe the Shire is near there.
It is. It is. It's filled with hobbits. And I believe never mind, not going to go there. Okay, so they joined the WFTDA in 2013. Their 2016 record was 8-2, not too shabby. Ranked 114th, I think, in the WFTDA. Although I could be off by 1 point, 1 ranking point.
What you mean currently?
Yes, currently.
Currently, you were way off. You were looking at the old rankings,
I must
my
have
friend.
been. I must have been looking at day before yesterday, not yesterday. Pirate City ranked at 55. My goodness.
Yep, they jumped up 32 slots.
They certainly did. That is amazing and outstanding for them. So
yeah,
ranked
I mean,
55.
you might. I mean, maybe you're were you looking at flat track stats?
No, yes. I was. Now, but I won't talk bad about them because.
No, I flat track stats has some very useful information. That being said, WFTDA rankings were just released recently. So.
Yes.
Oh, so this is moving from an official timeout to an official review, just to make that note. Anyway, continuing on.
Anyway, so ECDX last year for Pirate City 2-1.
That's right, they were at ECDX.
That's right, and so
that was the first year I missed that. No wonder I forgot.
It's too bad we can't go back in time.
I know.
So that you could do it again.
Single tier
coming down. But another fun fact about Pirate City, they have bench coaches, Frightmare and Dual Hitizen, who are. Raise your hand out in the crowd if you are a San Francisco Evil Dead fan. I see a few of you out there.
I thought that was Dual Hitizen when I walked up.
That's right.
And Frightmare changed her hair color, so
that could be a wig.
It could be.
Yeah.
So I did not recognize her until you just said that. Both of them I know from DC Roller Girls.
That's right. That's right. The team that they were on before Bay Area.
Yes.
But they're here in a coaching capacity, decked out in their pirate gear.
Yes. Good. At least I know that I was right.
Yes, you're not crazy.
I was like, man, she
not about
really
that.
looks like Dual Hitizen in just a big pirate hat.
That's right. That's right.
Oh,
I went to ECDX and I thought ECDX. I went to Big O and I thought I saw Dual Hitizen in a big pirate hat.
I've seen her coach French teams.
That's right.
Obviously, because she's a dual citizen.
That's right.
But so I did the calculation. Like, wait, Pirate City? Are they French?
Yeah.
No.
No. No. But anyway,
sorry.
So yeah, no, that's it. Most of the roster of Pirate City skaters from Team New Zealand, or that were in the initial cut of the top team. So
I was guessing.
Yeah.
Yes.
And yeah.
And there we have it.
There it is. There's your fun fact list for Pirate City for now.
How about we shout out some sponsors, such as Rydell. Rydell is amazing.
Yeah.
We've got Roller Derby Athletics as one of the sponsors here of the Big O, and Wicked Skatewear, of course, being Derby hooligan since 2007.
Wicked Skatewear, doing the least we can. No, seriously. No, but if I could come back as anybody, and I haven't died yet, but if I did and I could come back, I would come back as the employees of Wicked Skatewear.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. All right, we're getting some information here about the official review. We'll pass that along to you momentarily. Yeah, just about 12 minutes left on the clock here, with time currently stopped. The game clock currently stopped. 87 for Pirate City, 72 for Boulder County.
All right.
Update coming. Here we go.
So what they're asking for the back block to be removed, but an egregious high block to be assessed. So they are currently reviewing that. So what they want is the back block off of white jammer to be taken off and a egregious high block to be added to the blocker, I believe.
Okay. Uh-oh. Well, the
so
jammer
we'll see what
is,
happens.
Yeah, so it looks like the jammer's coming back on the track.
Getting back on the track.
She was very dainty about getting back. She's like, hi, friends, I was in the box, but it's okay. They said I could come back. What's it? Yes. Well, in roller derby, just as in classic 70s martial arts movies, things aren't always what they seem.
Yes, apparently.
But anyway, it appears we are ready to start again, and that's good.
Yes.
Teams are back on the track. Jam Timer still holding up the official review Sun Worshipper hand signal. And but now he is off the track and ready to count us down. Looks like we have number
8.
Number 8. I was going to go for number 7-3. That's right, number 7-3, Coup d'Italia, jamming for Pirate City. And number 8, Evil X. Evil X out front now and lead jammer for Boulder County. Yes. Oh, here we go.
Told you.
It's the apex jump time.
Well, and she's built like Reaper. Reaper, for those of you who don't follow men's derby, is a jammer for Southern Discomfort who's like 7 feet tall and just like really long and skinny.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
He's
he's
like
just bendy.
Slender Man on skates.
Yes, that's it. And
Yeah.
that's
Except he's just really good at derby. He doesn't kill teenage children in their sleep.
right.
Yeah. Thankfully.
I was just going with it. I actually didn't know the reference.
Oh, okay, good. Well, I do that all the time. Yeah.
I just watched The Lord of the Rings.
That explains
on
about half of what I
constant
do at
repeat
work.
And Harry Potter. So
There you go.
that's
You're getting there. You're getting there.
Meh. Number 3, taking the line this time for Boulder County. That is Deputies.
And she's going to be opposed by number 1-4. That's Ballistic Button, jamming for Pirate City. Yes, nice strong pack from Boulder County at the front.
Both jammers trying to be a little wiggly, and
Ballistic
neither
Button.
jammer being successful.
Ballistic Button's being a little leany right now.
Yeah.
Oh, that leany stuff will get you to fall down.
She's
and
getting
go
a
to the
low
penalty
block.
box.
Yeah. I was waiting to see whether it would be a low block or a blocking with the head. From this angle, you couldn't really tell.
Yeah.
Penalty roulette on that one, I suppose.
Either way, a little bit too much leany, and now in the
Yeah.
penalty box, power opportunity for Boulder County.
117, that was Shen trying to use her jammer as a little bit of a ballistic, actually. She threw the jammer.
Yes. The rules allow that now. Previously, they were asking us, please don't throw the jammer, but
Well, cannonballs have been popular for years, but
that's the number 50, the original Skankster pivot for Boulder County, coming up trying to help her jammer. Pack's resetting there. Oh, number 1-4, Ballistic Button.
she just rolled off the hit.
She did.
She really,
Out of the
they
box
hit her
and
and
off
she
the
was just
hits.
like, bloop.
Yeah. Ballistic Button now in the back of the pack. In your pack, taking your points.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Ballistic
headed
Button
back.
going back for a high block. Yeah.
Dreadful.
That's where jammers who jam like juniors get into trouble. And I say jam like juniors with this. Juniors have a tendency to throw themselves into the pack recklessly and without fear for their life.
Right.
And that Button really, she came crashing in hard
Yeah.
and with accuracy. She did not hit any backs. She went right for the seam. Unfortunately, it worked a little too well,
Right.
and she collided with the brace.
It's unfortunate.
Yes. Derby.
Derby.
It
Derby
happens.
happened.
Derby
As
happened.
Cirrhosis once famously said, then Derby happened. All right, back to the action now. Jamming for Feisty One. Jamming for Boulder County.
Is
Feisty One. And she's your lead.
jammer.
There we go. All right. And she is jamming unopposed, as we mentioned, with the Pirate City Jammer still sitting in the box. Pack's moving gradually, not too fast. Feisty One able to find room on the inside, secure a first 5-point pass for herself. Somebody's out of play. Ballistic Button back on the track now.
Multiplayer block going against a Boulder County blocker.
Ballistic Button through the pack, completing her initial pass now. And she's gunning for points, but not going to get there in time.
Nope, not going to get a chance.
Feisty One going to call that jam off. All right.
10 up on the board in that jam for Boulder County. Pirate City sitting at 89. Boulder County slowly clawing their way back at 81.
Yeah, Pirate City, those jammer penalties are going to be a problem. Boulder County is not that far behind. Pirate City and Boulder County pretty evenly matched now in terms of their tactics and strategy. You have to keep those jammers out of the box if you want to keep that lead.
Got 4-0 Speedo taking the line for the first time for Boulder County.
Great name.
Yeah.
And I believe that's 451 Misbehaving, jamming for Pirate City. Very close to the front of the pack, and the engagement zone is over. She is your lead jammer.
She was able to hit that two-person wall and make them jump and just keep pushing them away from the pack.
Away. Misbehaving getting knocked out now, getting circled back to the apex.
Forearm going to number 55.
And misbehaving now with 5 more points for Pirate City. Back kind of stalled right around turn 3 now. Misbehaving, weaving left to right, going to go inside. Going up against a Boulder County 2 wall. That's number 451 Dyna Fire, number 117 Mussolini.
Doing a great job grinding her to a halt.
There
She came in with some speed, and they were able to catch her and just go, nope.
Yeah. Significant grinding going on in that pack. Both jammers just straining.
And I don't know if there's a stash or if it's been passed, but now we have Speedo is blocking.
Yeah. Misbehaving through again for another scoring pass. And the Boulder County jammer, whoever that may be.
I think 22 has the star in her hand.
Okay.
I don't know, though.
All right, well.
So, I did it again. I keep hearing whistles from the other track and thinking they're
Like,
ours.
the jam's over. Why are they still playing?
Right. Nope. other game.
All right, by the way that the Pirate City defense is hovering around one Boulder County skater at the back of the pack, I'll assume that that person has the helmet cover in their hand. And there's those 4 whistles. Jam comes to an end there. And
Boulder?
it was, in fact, number 22, and that is Speedo Bandito.
They got to be
Pivot.
careful with that
What's that?
because that was so tightly balled up
Yeah.
that we couldn't see it. If an OPR can't see it, if the jam ref can't see it, they're gonna earn themselves a misconduct with that.
They could be.
Unsporting conduct is it's a new thing in this rule set. You cannot try and be deceptive, and that's something that I've seen other teams challenge and win.
Yeah.
Like, well, now that I think about it.
All right, back to the action now. Jamming once again for Pirate City. That's number 117, Shan. And
Forearm.
not jamming,
Yeah.
as the case may be. It looks like a forearm penalty for Shan. She'll be in the penalty box. And jamming for Pirate City now. It's X-Ray Vixen.
Both of us turn. Like, who was it? Penalty. Okay.
You can always tell when we're looking at the scoreboard because we won't be talking.
Yes. Brassica gonna sit down in the box for Boulder County.
X-Ray Vixen through the pack and has been awarded lead jammer status. Pirate City with all 4 blockers on the track now.
No,
Sorry, go ahead.
not really any offense coming from Boulder County. They were prepping for Pirate City to come back into the pack.
Yeah, things are pretty rigidly divided there. Pirate City with their 3 wall and their free radical. And Shan through on the inside now. Not lead jammer. And X-Ray Vixen just going to call the jam off, completing that scoring pass. That's a 5-point total for that pass.
Pirate City slowly pulling away now. I had a couple power jams in their favor, some lead jam going on. 103 to 86 in favor of Pirate City.
Yeah, just about 3.5 minutes remaining here in this first half. Boulder County going to try to keep it even if they can just apply a steady application of points by jam. Try to keep it close. All right, jamming now with the jam underway. That's number 8, Evil X, jamming for Boulder County. And number 73, Coup d'Italia, taking the star for Pirate City.
8-man wall keeping Boulder County in the back.
It's paper cut with a nice block to the outside on Evil X there. Oh, Evil X picking up a cutting the track penalty. She must have cut the track on the inside, and she's in the penalty box.
And her
so is her
pivot's-
pivot. Yeah, that's number 88, Catastrophe.
Now that said, coming out of the box, there could be some potentials for some really neat stuff. As far as like jammer hat passes and sneakiness is concerned.
Yeah, that's true.
Regardless, with another Boulder County blocker going to the box, Boulder County needs to come down on these penalties.
Oh, yeah, look at that. Significant pack advantage to Pirate City. And Coup d'Italia able to just sweep right through for a second scoring pass. Boulder County jammer back on the track, followed by her pivot.
Hopping over the bodies, taking down some bodies on her own.
And Evil X through the pack, completing her initial pass. Coup d'Italia Going to round off pass number 3. Checks for the bench. Looking for that call command. Doesn't get it. Going to keep scoring. Evil X getting knocked to the inside now. Recycled to the back of the
Textbook rock star knee slide,
Nice.
by the way.
Yeah.
When you have to certify, that's the way you do a 2 knee fall, kids.
There you go. Won't get fooled again. All right. Whoa, body's tumbling.
Yay, sport court.
Rigid but fluid. Getting destroyed gradually and then suddenly.
Right.
All right, well, the pack has ground to a glacial halt here in turn 3.
We're seeing the chatter dance.
Yeah.
Like, it's not a stop block if I just move my
But
feet
just
up
pick
and down.
My feet up and down, yeah. Nice. All right, well, good jam for everybody. Good jam all around, everybody. Give yourselves a round of applause.
Yes.
Better jam for the Pirate City
All
Rollers.
scars.
All Scars. Because they picked up 13 points. And just 3 points for Boulder County. I may not have had enough coffee today.
I think I've had too much.
I have not. Well, look at that. See?
I know.
There's imbalance there.
I know. I've got blood in my coffee stream.
Well, better that than the other way around. Let's see. So, well, the Pirate City coach is blocking my view, but I believe.
A pair of Boulder County going to go sit in the box along with the jammer
That's
who was
right.
already
That's what I
seated
thought.
there.
Yeah.
So
So that's the Pirate City jammer jamming unopposed and Boulder County down 2 blockers. So Pirate City should be able to make quick work of this pass. Boulder County jammer back on the track now. And there's 5 more points for Pirate City.
Evil X trying to hop through, and
Why can't we be seated next to the scoreboard operator? Then we could see the computer. We wouldn't have to turn around. But we're not
Suck it
complaining.
up, Buttercup.
Yeah, we're not complaining.
This is Derby.
This is what life's all
And
about.
we've got a cut track to Evil X. She was trying to pass the star. She took a shot to the face earlier on.
Okay, so official
And now,
signaling for the helmet cover, yeah.
And right, so
happened before
now
the pass.
40 should get a skating out of bounds.
Yep.
So study the rules, kids. This is why you watch roller derby.
That's right.
So that way you can see situations like this and go, okay, how can I not?
I promise to
have
never
that
do
happen?
that, yeah. And not do that and have both your jammer and pivot off the track with about 40 seconds remaining in the jam.
Right, and I think that she still might not realize that she is the jammer because, oh no, she does have the hat in her hand.
They exchanged the helmet cover, yeah.
Good.
But that does not matter. Oh no, it does matter, in fact, to Pirate City, who have picked up a cutting the track penalty. And that is, of course, Ballistic Button headed to the penalty box now.
And I think Evil X is trying to get through, gets a little bit of offense. She fights through, and the jam comes to its natural conclusion.
And like I thought there, Pirate City picking up 4 more points on that last pass, and that puts them at a 23-point pass.
Just to explain real quick before we go to halftime, what happened there, kids? Star pass tried to happen. It did not work. She was down. She had accrued a penalty. Pivot had it in her hand, skated out of play. If Pivot had not returned or not skated out of bounds, you're either going to get an out of play penalty or a skating out of bounds on that one. So just, if you're the Pivot, just get back to your pack. That's the moral of the story.
That's right. They
get
need
back
you.
to your pack.
Yeah, get back there.
Okay. Well, we're going to go. We've got a variety of teams warming up on the track. I see Seattle and Gatekeepers and Canada.
Wow, all of Canada is
All
here.
of Canada is here.
They didn't come yesterday, but they came today.
Yes. All right, we got about 9 minutes until we get back to the second half. So I am Mary Chaos.
And I'm Sexy Beast.
We'll be right back.
I came through a corner and I was like swearing at somebody, and I looked down and I saw like. Look at me, the big old line, like, oh shit, yeah, this is the best.
All right. And,
Okay.
And we're back. I'm pretty sure that
Yeah. There's all kinds of hand signals in roller derby.
lots of semaphore happening
Just learned
from
about
across
a
the
new
track.
one. Yeah. The new hand signal that says, yes, your mics are hot. Go ahead, start talking.
My name is Mary Chaos.
And I am Sexy Beast, chewing gum, but I'm going to get rid of that.
Oh, yeah, please do. I hate gum.
Don't chew gum and announce
I
at the same
hate
time.
gum chewers in general.
Kids, don't do. Oh, really?
Yeah, I do.
I'm sorry. Gum keeps my mouth fresh. Fresh.
Just like the mints.
Mints?
You eat mints.
Mints are okay?
Mints are okay.
They have more sugar, though.
Yeah, the gum is terrible for your jaw. Anyway,
Anyway.
so we're starting this with Pirate City. This is Pirate City versus Boulder County. PS for any of y'all just tuning in.
That's right. If you just randomly happen across this broadcast.
Yeah, you could have been flipping over from what I used to do. That like track 1. Oh, that's on intermission. Track 2. Oh, that's a game. So here we go. Number 14 is sitting in the box for Pirate City. So that means Feisty One is going to start with a power jam to start off the second half. A much needed Boulder County power jam,
There
actually.
it is. Yeah, and she's gotten through the pack, and she is lead jammer now. So steps 1 and 2 completed for that power jam criteria. And now she will try and put some points on the board. And that's Ballistic Button standing and now exiting the penalty box. Pirate City Jammer back on the track now. Boulder County setting up in the back.
Boulder County was trying to play a little bit of offense to help Feisty One out. Pirate City just did a really good job of recycling up and keeping her in the pack.
Nice hop move from Button on the inside. She has cleared the pack on her initial pass. Feisty One back in the pack. Very rambunctiously making her way through there. Skaters thinking there might have been some illicit contact, but no penalties were called.
Yeah.
And let's see, so that's 9 points in total for Boulder County on that jam. That's a 9-0 jam for Boulder County, just exactly the kind of thing that they needed coming back in from the half.
Absolutely. Pirate City had gotten a lot of momentum on their side and just sort of were racking it up with all of the power jams that Boulder County had been nice enough to give them.
Yeah. And now we are back.
73 Coup d'Italia jamming for Pirate City.
And that's number 2020 X-Ray Vixen jamming for Boulder County.
Pulling a multiplayer block on a Pirate City blocker. Geez, now I'm doing it.
Sorry. You're jinxed now. But that is number 73, Coup d'Italia, out of the pack now, completing her initial pass.
Forearm penalty going to Pirate City pivot.
X-Ray Vixen looking back at the pack to see if she should call off the jam.
Only one Pirate City on the floor.
Wow, look at that. Penalty box full of Pirate City blockers. And yet, Coup d'Italia is still able to score. Putting up 4 points on that pass. It's a 9-4 jam in favor of Boulder County. Boulder County haven't broken the 100-point mark. They're now sitting at 107.
We've got
with Pirate City at 143, and there better not be anything else back there because I am not turning around.
We've got, at the last second, we got a little bit of a jammer switch happening. We got Speedlejuice taking the line for Boulder County. Against number 451, Misbehaving.
Whoa, Speedlejuice trying to go outside, and there was a Pirate City blocker waiting for her.
Paper Cut, the captain.
Yep, doing it again.
Nice lateral work to catch her on the outside.
But Speedlejuice determined to make her way through, getting closer and closer to the front of that pack. And she does. She breaks through and picks up lead jammer status.
Meanwhile, Misbehaving still stuck.
So Speedlejuice lead jammer, but trapped to the outside, had to recycle to the back, and now finds herself pinned between a bunch of Pirate City blockers, deciding just going to call that off. Misbehaving coming down the stretch and not wanting to give up any points. A 0-0 jam.
All right. I believe we have a clear penalty box for this next jam.
Wow, look at that.
I know.
Both
It's a special thing.
It's a special thing. Enjoy the moment, folks. Both packs at full strength. On the jammer line now for the team in white, that's the Pirate City Rollers All-Stars, number 117, Shan.
She's going up against number 3, Deputies for Boulder County in black. And a cut track going against Deputies. Pirate City getting another power jam.
Shan getting blocked to the outside, taking a knee so as to not cut the track, and getting cycled back now all the way almost to the jammer line. Shan now able to weave through the front, pick up lead jammer status for Pirate City.
Another Pirate City blocker going to the box. That's number 55, Ricochet.
Shan now approaching pack. Oh, that is in fact a back block. Shan coming up way too fast.
It was actually being called as a forearm.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, the hand signals by Pete in the pool are very, very clear.
Ah, Pete in the pool.
Yes.
We don't swim in his toilet. He shouldn't Pete in our pool. But anyway. But, yeah, so jammer penalty for Pirate City. And now that's number 3, Deputies, back on the track for Boulder County. And I believe she is in a scoring pass.
Yes. And she needs to take advantage of what she's given.
And she is able to. Pulls it down a full 5-point grand slam. Just as Shan is exiting the penalty box. Shan now taking an outside avenue. Able to rack that up real quick, and that completes a scoring pass for her. 5 more points for Pirate City.
Little shirt whip being taken by Deputies.
That's the second whip I've seen this weekend. They said the whip was dead, but they were wrong.
It's so helpful.
It is. Just friends helping friends. Nice staunch defense there at the front by Pirate City. 4 blockers deep, just absolutely shutting down number 3 Deputies jamming for Boulder County. And that is the end of the jam.
Yes.
I'm out of fun facts. Have you got any announcements?
I know. I'm looking up some stuff. Hey, thanks to some vendors: Adam, Castle Megastore, Kaya Skates, Durbalife, Green Monster.
I wish there was a hand signal for Castle Megastore. We should make one. Castle Megastore deserves its own roller derby hand signal.
This is my first year at Big O, so I've listened to Big O in the past.
Yeah.
And I've heard Castle Megastore, and now being here, I'm like, oh, that's why there's not really information about it. Gotcha. All right.
All we can say is this jam brought to you by Castle Megastore. That's right.
0815 Feisty One with the star at the front of the pack for Boulder County. Number 14, Ballistic Button. 2 very common jammers we're seeing today.
Button's doing that leaning thing again.
Yeah.
Oh, but this time it worked. She was able to pry her way by leaning. There's a whistle blowing and a penalty's being called, but it's being called on the Boulder County jammer. The Boulder County jammer, I should say.
Yeah.
And that's number 0185, Feisty One, headed to the penalty box.
So Feisty One cut the track, and as she was coming out of the pack, the call was a split second late. There was a little bit of a leg entanglement with 1-4. She was hoping for a low block. However, after you've been called on a penalty in Derby, you no longer exist.
That's right.
So penalties can't happen to you.
That's right.
So it stinks. Tough noogies. Go sit in the box.
So it's sort of like open season on you at that point. I mean, anybody could penalize you and it still wouldn't count.
Well, you know, not to extreme extents, but yeah.
Yeah. Well, that goes back to the number 1 rule of roller derby. So.
Right.
But meanwhile, back on the track, Ballistic Button sliding in safely at home.
And doing a great job of understanding where her legs were and not getting a low block.
No, but getting knocked outside pretty proficiently by the Boulder County pivot.
That's Catastrophe Phoebe.
Catastrophe Phoebe waiting patiently for Button to come all the way back now. And they start that over and try and penetrate that Boulder wall.
She comes and meets up with Sauce.
Great name.
All the Boulder
that
County
made me hungry
names.
Suddenly too. Yeah.
Honestly, they're all really good. I really enjoy it. Speaking of which, Dying of Fire, also part of that wall.
So Button with 10 points already, kind of slowed down to a crawl here between the lines. Yeah, and that's going to end the jam. Whistles are blowing. 3 more points for Pirate City, a total of 13 on that jam, and it looks like Boulder County able to pick up 4 points.
Oh, and I believe the Boulder County coach is pointing out the low block that shall not be named in the corner over here.
Oh. The low block that shall not be named. I would turn around and give you the score, but I'm all out of Advil. So
Here, I got it. It's 163 to 120 in
Thank you,
favor
friend.
of Pirate City.
well done.
And now we've got, I believe we're doing an official review.
Yes, it has, in fact, turned into an official review. I can see the Horcrux hand signal going up on the pivot line.
Look, if we're just going to start dropping Harry Potter references, I can do that all day.
Let's see how deep the rabbit hole goes. I mean, you know.
Man.
No, I'm not a Harry Potter scholar. I mean,
Okay. I was
you
gonna, the NSOs are.
I cried like a baby when Charles Diggory died, but there's an extent to the emotional currency I can invest in that. So,
Cedric, it was Cedric.
episode 5.
Oh.
Yes. Anyway, so speaking of official reviews,
Yes.
the Big O, which, as everyone knows, is just the most amazing roller derby tournament in the whole Derbyverse, and has been for years now, is made up of hundreds and hundreds and almost 1,000 volunteers. We want to give a special shout out to them. But let's see. Big O also wants to thank their vendors, and that includes Atom Skates, Chaya Skates, Derbalife, Green Monster, Hit This Derby Gear, Left Turn Clothing, Living Colored Duct Tape. And you tell me, how awesome is that we have a duct tape vendor at the Derby venue? Moda Skates, Pivot Star, Radar Wheels, Rydell, Roller Derby Athletics, the S1 Helmet Company, Steel Web Strong Athletic, X-Pain Solutions, and out of alphabetical order, Wicked Skatewear.
Yeah, if I had known that the nature of roller derby back in 2004, 2005, I would have invested in duct tape then.
Yes, yes.
And I'm more so gaff tape, really.
Yes,
because
gaff
gaff tape does not pull up floors.
That's right.
So we say duct tape, but really it's gaffer's tape that
Yes.
needs to get. So I came from a theater background, and people are like, "Oh, we need to get gaff tape." I'm like, "Why?
Yeah.
Like, are we doing lighting? Are we filming
Yes.
something?"
Is
They're
the
like,
grip going to come in and tape down the lighting
yeah,
cords?
they're like, "No, it's what we use for the floor."
Yeah.
And me being a noob, I'm like, we're this advanced in our technology, and we can't come up with anything better than rope and tape. Okay. I mean, it works. It's cheap.
It's like the kits you used to get when you were a kid. You take it out of the box and you have to make it yourself. You know, it's like you show up at the Derby venue and you have rope and tape.
People complain about that. We're not more. Our production value is not this or it's not that. Or I'm like, rope and tape.
Yes.
What do you want from us?
What do you want? We made this stuff so you could do it.
Yeah.
All right. Well, it appears that I just saw a thumbs down hand signal, very Roman, coming in from one of the officials. That could mean that, like every single official review ever happened in life, it has been overturned.
Or it has been upheld.
Coaches don't seem to ever get that, but
Well,
as
we're
I
going to
lean
get
into the
some
microphone.
information. I'm going to take my headphones off.
okay. And I will continue to blather on. Teams are set up on the track now. Tuning to get that next jam underway here in just a second. But first, we have word on the official review.
So, for those of you who don't know, announcers like to play the Guess the Official Review game. I was guessing that it had to do with that low block that I said could not exist. And I was exactly right. They said no call stands. Original Skanks are slow to get up. We are going to call the jam. And
Yeah, right at the start of the jam there, Original Skankster getting blocks to the inside.
yeah, and it looked like she rolled her ankle. We're going to have the EMTs come and take a look. She's tentative to even move, so we're going to let our EMTs, and thank you to our EMTs.
Yes, and their exaggeratedly large backpack.
Yes, it's Harmony Medical is here taking care of our skaters this weekend. We are glad to have them here, keeping everyone safe, whether on skates or not.
That's right. If somebody were to be bit by a snake, they would still take care of them.
It's true.
I know that seems strange, but
I've been at tournaments before where someone's had a panic attack or gotten heat stroke.
yes.
Or
Or an official.
or,
Official could be dehydrated and.
Well, I've unfortunately seen officials break legs.
Yeah.
I've
I'm
seen
sorry
it.
you had to see that.
Yeah, me too.
At such a young age.
So the EMTs are so critically important for this sport, and we appreciate everyone that comes out and gives their time in any capacity for such a noble cause.
It is so true. As a matter of fact, we were just talking about the Big O being volunteer-driven, and we actually have, in the Big O, such an incredible tournament put on by the Emerald City Roller Derby. And we do have some Big O fun stats here. So let's see.
Yay.
Number of teams, 33.
33 teams.
That's a lot.
It's 17 WFTDA plus 4 B teams.
Right.
So that's rad. There are 9 MRDA teams, 5 juniors teams, Team USA men and women's, and 2 modified contact junior teams. So we're doing the expo bout.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. I heard about that.
Yeah, so it's they'll be doing their thing tomorrow night before the Team USA versus Big O All-Stars.
Yes. And then also under Big O fun stats, number of vendor businesses, 20. Oh, here's an important number. Look at that one. Number of announcers, 26.
We were saying if there were 6 more vendors, that each announcer could just get one specific vendor and just shout them out on each game that
That's
we
right.
called.
They could be sort of
like a special pin that says, "I am Wicked Skatewear." I am Derbalife.
Expect endorsements from me. All right, and then of course here another super important one: the number of officials on skates and off skates, 130.
We have what we call fluid crews here at Big O. So many tournaments have gone to we have a set 3 or 4 or 5 or 17 crews, and they just rotate on and off. But at Big O, because it is an important tournament, but there's also a bit of learnament happening.
Development.
You get a chance to work with officials from different parts of the world every single time. We've got some officials from England here.
Yeah.
And
Mexico.
And from Mexico, from Europe, from New Zealand.
Yep.
So it's an opportunity for all of them to network and get to meet each other and see each other. So that's super cool.
That is super cool. And actually, I'll just dovetail off of that footnote and just say that is also one of the amazing things about the Big O and its place in modern roller derby is because it is seen as a developmental environment for officials, for announcers, for teams. I mean, you come here for the really high stakes, high impact WFTDA contests like, Victoria versus Angel City and Texas versus Denver and stuff like that. But you also get, these great juniors games, these great men's games, awesome classic clashes between men's teams.
Yeah.
And it's just a wonderful environment that promotes derby from the inside. And
Indeed.
It's a super awesome thing.
We love it.
We love it.
And the original Skankster did take off her skates, but was able to leave the track on her own accord.
Oh, that's good news.
Putting weight on her ankle, not being held up. So that's fantastic.
That is fantastic.
We'll see. I don't know if we'll see her return to play in this half. We got head ref Pika talking to her now. Sorry. Pika's my buddy. And
Pika's the head ref?
Yeah, that's Pika. I
Sounds
also like
a
Pokemon.
sound that you're making there.
It is.
Yeah. Glad that Pokemon Go craze has died down.
That's just because you don't play it. You think that's happened.
I've played Pokemon before. I'm not a complete square.
just a rectangle.
Yeah, just like an oblong rectangle.
Maybe like a parallelogram.
A parallelogram. That's it.
There
That's
you
what
go.
I am.
A little hip, but still kind of square.
That's right. A wide base, narrow at the top kind of thing.
That's a trapezoid.
I can't keep up on these terms. They change so rapidly.
Don't.
No, not
It's
since
geometry.
the 3rd century. Yeah. Anyway, okay. Well, things are back to normal. Back here on track 3.
All right.
And so we will be getting back underway.
I'm sure everyone at home is like, oh, thank goodness.
Yeah.
Either that or they've already flipped over to track 1.
No, they're grateful for the amount of cover that we were able to provide during that injury timeout.
We got 451 Misbehavin' and 2020 X-Ray Vixen.
Yeah, they are tangling it up there between the lines. Misbehaving getting cycled back to the jammer line. X-Ray Vixen trying to surmount a wall of 3 Pirate City blockers at the front. breaking them down slowly and gradually. Takes a spill to the floor. 2 blockers to beat now. And finally through. And lead jammer now for Boulder County.
We got 1 Pirate City blocker going to sit down in the box, misbehave, and shrugging off the last blocker for Boulder County.
So Boulder County with lead and with some points now. Going to call that jam. Pick up 4 points and call it off. 0 points on the jam, of course, for Pirate City.
I know that we've had a lot of stoppages so far in this half, but we do have 20 minutes left in the game.
Yes.
So it is 163 to 124. So 39-point difference.
Right. Wow.
Which is,
you did that in your head. That was so amazing.
You know what I did?
You
I
math
added 1 to 63. 163. I was like, oh, so it's like 40-point different, but minus 1.
Okay, that's good.
See, apparently I've been doing new math forever, so to me it makes sense. Anyway,
It's so new to you. It's modern.
what is old is new again? Feisty 1, doing her like really working to try and pry those blockers apart. Like she's really doing some stuff.
And Pirate City trying to pry themselves back together again, but it looks as though Feisty 1 is going to make it through. She does. Lead jammer for Boulder County now.
Coup d'Italia being recycled back by Brassica at the same time.
Feisty 1 back in the pack now. Pack coagulating there between turns 2 and 3. And
Jam refs having to employ their own derby position in order to make sure everything is kosher in the pack.
that's right. It's like inspecting the brakes on a car. And while that happens, Feisty 1 able to scoot through on the inside unopposed, and she will earn 5 more points for Boulder County.
Boulder County really strong on the defense this time around. This jam, they've really got her on lockdown, Coup d'Italia.
They do. Coup d'Italia just absolutely ground to a halt. That's number 22, Speedo Bandito, anchoring the wall at the front. Got a whistle blow and a multiplayer penalty being called.
Brassica going for a multiplayer block. Again, when there's not a lot of action going on, you've got every set of ref eyes on what is happening.
Yeah.
So you got to be really particular, and all it takes is one moment.
Yeah.
Not even a full second, just a moment of impeding with a linked arm.
That's
and
right.
Remember, kids, just because your hands aren't grabbing doesn't mean you can use your forearms to impede. That's just a different call.
That's right. It's a forearm.
Yes. You can't do that either.
They got to have rules.
Yeah,
Otherwise, it's total chaos. But you would know,
I would.
being Mary Chaos.
Chaos and mayhem.
Yes.
Though mayhem plays on a different team.
That whistle starts the jam. And we are jamming once again, jamming for Boulder County. That's number 3, Deputies. Getting recycled back down to the jammer line. Meanwhile, at the front of the pack.
Yeah, it's Ballistic Button is back on the track.
And Boulder County forming a 3-wall at the very front of the pack there. A little bit of an extension.
Brassica getting ready to come back onto the track. Want to see what she does.
Brassica going to engage at the back and then
Cut track being signaled for the jammer from Boulder County. So Deputies is going to sit down for 30 seconds. That gives Pirate City another power jam, which is not what they needed to keep their momentum up.
no.
Nice little tap out at the very end there by Sauce.
And a good toe stop rescue by Ballistic Button to avoid a track cut. Button now trying to break through some obstructions here at turn 4.
Rolling off of the blockers, trying different gaps, but Boulder County doing a good job of sealing the gaps.
Deputies back on the track now. Pirate City set up in the back of the pack. Free wall and the free radical.
If Deputies can push those blockers up, then she'll close those bridges. It means Brassica will be able to join her blockers again. But Deputies being recycled back on her own, she's going to have to start all over again.
And things get broke at the front of the pack, and Ballistic Button able to break through and pick up 5 points now for Pirate City. Coming around on a second scoring pass.
Low block going to Brassica. She's kind of going, but what happened? Someone hit me. But it was a legal engagement that knocked her down.
That's right.
If it had been an illegal engagement, no, she would not have gotten the low block. However, you still have to be in control of your body. So
you can engage. You just must engage legally.
Right.
Yes.
It's one of those that, like, as a referee, you can go, oh, gosh, I know that you had nothing to do with it, truly, however.
Yes. However,
you're not allowed to do that.
Yeah.
Go to the box.
All right, back to the jammer line now. Jamming for Boulder County. That's number 8, Evil X.
And number 451, Misbehaving.
Misbehaving going to work the outside. Evil X going to try to go right up the middle. Pirate City able to drop in a very effective 3.1 defense.
Multiplayer block going against Boulder County blocker, number 22, Speedo Bandito.
And while that's happening, Misbehaving is out of the pack, and lead jammer coming up on her first scoring pass. Someone did a multiplayer block.
I see a forearm being whistled. Maybe one thought it was a forearm, the other thought it was a multiplayer.
I was looking at your hand signal. I thought
that was
your multiplayer block.
Flipping pancakes is clockwise.
Direction, that's right. Flipping pancakes. What's kneading biscuits? Like with my cat. I don't know. I'm not sure.
I think that's what's happening. I think that's a rotation in and out of the box, which is what Boulder County is doing.
That's right. Evidenced by Die Darlin, headed there right now. Number 316 for Boulder County.
And yay for the new seating rules, because it just saved the Boulder County jammer, Evil X, from getting a cut track.
There you go. Whistles are blowing and officials are shouting things. And usually when that happens, skaters leave the track, and that's what's happening right now.
Yep, it was a destruction of the pack, I believe. It was a karate chop.
Chop.
So there are very few options on that one. And based on the pack having been split, I'm guessing it was a destruction of some variety or an out-of-play block.
Die Dollar back to the track now. Misbehaving. Nice! Nice and very graceful pirouette on the outside of turn 4. And that's going to yield her 5 more points.
Evil X, in a little act of desperation, had tried to throw herself in the way of Misbehaving, and it really just didn't do anything.
Nope. Pirate City blockers 4 strong now. Just absolutely stifling.
Forearm penalty going to Misbehaving. She's going to sit down. And just in time is the end of that jam. That means that Boulder County's really going to get a chance to really attack this power jam with the fresh legs.
That's right. And it looks like it'll be number 2020 X-Ray Vixen jamming unopposed. The Boulder County coach is exchanging information with the head official, the head referee.
And who do we have coming up next on this track? Since we've got 12 minutes left. Where's the...
Somebody's got the schedule.
Did they steal it, or did you? Oh. Well, I saw St. Louis warming up, so I'm guessing it's going to be St. Louis Gatekeepers versus Seattle.
Yes.
Puget Sound Outcast, which if that's the next game, OMG, that will be amazing.
Yes, it will. It will be heartbreaking and exciting.
And
heart-stopping, not heartbreaking.
And also, if that's the next game on this track, then that means that's what I get to announce, which would be very exciting.
That's exciting for you. It turns out you're correct. That's right. It's St. Louis and Puget Sound on this track. And then after that, it'll be Terminal and Windy City.
Woo!
That's going to be a good game. 2 teams in roughly the same place. Should be very competitive. And then, of course, don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, tune in later tonight for some more exciting roller derby. Of course, we're talking about Rose City versus Denver at 6 o'clock. And at 8 o'clock, Victorian versus Angel City.
So good. So good. What else is good is Boulder County getting out for a quick lead jammer while on a power jam. It's 2020 X-Ray Vixen. Boulder choosing to let Vixen engage before coming in for any kind of offense. Offense not super organized. They don't seem to really be talking to each other.
Yeah,
they're just
they're looking at the penalty box.
They're more concerned about the jammer that's not doing anything.
Yeah.
Than they are about the jammer that is trying to win them a game.
Well, now Mussolini's coming up now and trying to break up some of the action here.
We got Diana Fire going to the box for a low block.
And there is Misbehaving back on the track now, helmet cover in hand. And She's encountering some resistance from the Boulder County 3 wall right around the jammer line. And it looks like X-Ray Vixen has completed a scoring pass.
We got a 5-point pass on this. This is going to be a reset lap, so she can only get 4 points on this lap.
Service going to try it again there, having been pushed to the outside.
Ooh,
nice
Dyna Fire.
Nice, Dyna Fire coming in, leaving the penalty box and doing some damage right away.
Look, if you're in the box, that means you've got 30 seconds to figure out how to best help your team when you come out of it.
And there it is. The jam is over. 0 points on that pass for Pirate City, 2 for Boulder County.
On that pass. Yeah,
Yes.
7 for the jam itself.
Uh-huh.
So 198 to 148. Pirate City slowly pulling away.
There you go, 198 to 148, a 50-point differential.
See, you
easy
can math.
No, that's easy though. That's like whole numbers and
It's so funny that you
Groups of
were
10.
like,
I know.
you math. I'm
You're gonna
like, I
jump on
really
it.
don't. I was a theater major.
You lie. You can do math. I can. I promise.
73. Coup d'Italia for Pirate City. And lead jammer going to Boulder City. I did not see the number.
I think that's Feisty One. Yeah, I think that is Feisty One, number 0815.
Yeah. You can't even say the tall one because there are like 5 tall ones.
Yeah. Yes, both of these teams with some very tall skaters.
Oh, I did see a low block, but I thought I heard a whistle and saw a low block signal.
There
So
you
we
go.
have 1-8 Tootin' Carnage going to the box for Pirate City.
Meanwhile, Feisty One on another scoring pass. And Coup d'Italia completing her initial pass, but then Feisty One going to call it off.
Mind the Yap just bowling over a Boulder County blocker as she was recycling to the top of the pack.
Yeah. I was looking at the jam ref's thumb wiggle. That's how you know it's 5 points.
Yeah, they do some do the circle, some do the wiggle.
So I saw a guy do kind of a waterfall thing this weekend. It was like
yeah.
like a rolling finger count.
Sometimes they'll tap the 5 on the helmet.
Yeah.
That's old school.
That's a good one. All right, well, that whistle starts the jam here. We're underway once again, jamming for Pirate City. That's number 14, Ballistic Button.
Got a cut track being issued to Dyna Fire from Boulder County.
And Button is out front again. Lead jammer now for Pirate City. Button been enjoying lots of time in the lead jammer seat so far today.
Deputies fighting against a 2-wall, a very effective 2-wall.
Yeah, nice block on the inside. That's number 08, Sugar Hit.
And 44, Paper Cut. They've been a dynamic duo today,
Yep.
for sure.
And the pack is stumbling a little bit there down around turn 3. Ballistic Button able to clear the pack and pick up a full pass. And number 3, that is Deputies, I think the recipient of the helmet cover. Nope, that's right. It was just a stash.
I just need to point out, 44, Paper Cut had set up this perfect pick, and then I believe it was 1-8. Yeah, it was 1-8, Tootin' Carnage. Or was it 104?
Did you do a little scrape-off move there?
Oh my gosh, it was
Yeah.
beautiful. It
Yeah.
was like, here is the jammer that I am wrapping up in a bow for you.
Yes.
And
Here.
she just went boop.
You take this. I'm going to go over
84 was ever been slapped.
here. Ever been slapped?
Ever been slapped. Just went, oh, I see your present and I will eliminate it for you.
I'm so gracious.
Lots of stuff going on in the front. We've got 2 Boulder City blockers doing their best to hold Pirate City in, not being too successful.
No.
Nice little bit of offense trying to separate the pack for Deputies, though.
Oh, you see that move by Button. She just kind of came right up to the wall and then backed right through it.
Yep. Being able to turn your hips like that as you're about to hit a seam gives you torque.
Yeah, yeah.
It's all physics, kids.
Yeah, you don't just have thrust, but you also have torque and force moving
Exactly.
you through there. Yeah, it's good stuff.
Anything you can do, and when you do that, it also changes your speed.
Yes.
So it messes up the blocker's timing. As blockers, we practice to be micro in our movement.
Right.
So if you can just change it up by even a split second, you will screw up their timing and they will miss.
Yeah, Right. There you go.
Anyway, sorry. I get really excited
No,
about
that's
Derby.
a great observation.
2020 X-ray vision for Boulder County, and we've got a forearm penalty going against 117. That's Shan for Pirate City. So now Boulder County gets another power jam.
So Boulder County with a much-needed opportunity here.
They're down by 60 points.
They're down by, God, I can't even turn my neck around all the way now.
60 point? No, I'm sorry. Yeah, 60 points.
Yep.
Oh, and now a high block.
High block now for X-Ray Vixen. She will exchange places with the Crime City, my goodness, Pirate City Jammer.
And Pirate City, Shane was standing, so that means that we're going to get most of a power jam.
That's right. Shan now at the front of the pack, facing off against that Boulder County 3 wall, anchored by number 451, Dynafire. Jam ref down on hands and knees to inspect the legality of the contact.
Yeah, making sure that the wheels are moving too, I'm sure.
That's right.
And that's, man, when you're jamming against something like that, there are times that we get frustrated because it feels illegal, but
Yes.
it isn't.
It is not.
It is not. It just sucks.
Part of the beauty of it.
They call it soul crushing for a reason. Oh, good recognition that she had gone out of bounds.
That was soul crushing there at the front of the pack. Shan getting recycled all the way to the back. Looks like number 19, that's Miss Crunchbull, headed off on a penalty now. And another penalty for Pirate City. That's number 18.
I believe it was an out-of-play block. That is going to be a back block going against, one set of back block, one set of forearm, penalty roulette.
Let's call the whole thing off.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, back in the pack, number 117, Shan, looking to navigate past those final 3 blockers, but I don't think she got them before the 4th whistle. Let's see what the jam ref.
There are so many people in and out of the penalty box.
I know, it was like a revolving door over there. A little bell rings every time that happens.
An angel gets its wings
Cacophonous.
every time someone else goes to the penalty box. Oh, God, I hope not. That would be terrible.
There, we should do a It's a Wonderful Life themed derby bout.
Oh, no, that's depressing.
Is that the worst idea ever?
Yes, that's not good.
All right, well, it's also not good that Boulder County is going to start with their jammer in the box. And so number 451, Misbehaving, will be jamming unopposed. And as you would expect, she is lead jammer.
Miss Crunchbull, recognizing that she was about to get a penalty box violation, and saved herself and did a little pleading with the NSO. And
appears.
And they said, nope, you never entered the track, you're good.
Yeah, there you go. Good communication there, guys.
Yes. Number 22, Speedo Bandito, lining up behind Pirate City and waiting for her jammer to enter the track. Excellent thought process. Didn't get her through.
Didn't work out that time, but it was a good setting of the table. Yeah. So X-Ray Vixen getting recycled back again now.
I mean, if you're all in the penalty box together, you might as well talk to each other and figure out what you're going to do when you're back on the track.
Strategize, folks. Strategize.
Yes. The strategery, whatever that word is.
Strategery.
That one. It did help. Robin Ubline is given the not lead jammer call. She's out of the pack. She's engaging now for her scoring pass.
Misbehaving with a big smile on her face, grinning at the out-of-play call that was just levied against Speedo Bandito. Because for some reason, she was still blocking her way out of the engagement zone.
Yeah, that happens. It's derby.
It's an oval. There is no beginning. There is no end.
Yeah. It's not a spiral anymore. It used to be. You laugh. That's how we described it, was a spiral.
It was a spiral, huh?
Yeah. You could have like multiple negative passes and stuff, from what I understand.
Oh, my goodness. Roller derby in the 8th dimension.
No, just roller derby in 2010. We've got great defensive blocking from Pirate City and good communication from the blockers, too. We had 2 blockers up at front taking the jammer out of bounds. The 3rd blocker going, hey, guys, she's out. She's out. Come on back. That extra set of eyes, super helpful, able to recycle back.
Yeah.
14-point jam.
Yeah, I was going to say, Misbehaving able to, throughout all of that action, Misbehaving able to just sort of steadily put up 14 points there.
236 to 166. Pop quiz, hotshot.
I brought my
236
pencil.
to 166.
All right, well, that's
70 points.
Okay, very good. So be it. I trust you.
Oh, no, in Boulder County.
Boulder County doing it again.
Feisty one. Too feisty on the jam starts. And I think there was a back block that I saw from Pika to send in the Boulder County blocker.
And that means that Kudatalia jamming for Pirate City now, having completed her initial pass and also lead jammer. She's going to try to make her way through these 3 Boulder County blockers, and she will.
Tiptoes pass number 316. That's Dai Darlin.
And that will earn her 5 full points.
Feisty one slamming into the back of that wall. Must have hit a legal target zone because she just skates on through to the other side. And here she is again to pick up some points. This time, friendly fire. Hit the back of her own blocker, kind of used her to ricochet straight through. 5 points.
Very nice move on the inside there by Feisty one. Not illegal to block your own teammate to the ground. Yeah.
Nope, you can do just about anything you want to your own teammates.
All right, and so Kudatalia now completing a 3rd scoring pass, I believe, or maybe just a 2nd one. Coming up now to the back of the Boulder County pack.
Low block going against Feisty one.
Oh, my goodness.
I mean, she was coming in hot and with a little bit of recklessness, you know.
A little bit too mustard on there, yeah.
little bit of desperation.
Yeah.
You know, get points on the board, get points on the board.
Well, that's going to put her in the box for a little bit here. And Kudatalia is going to continue to try to generate offense for her team.
Kudatalia, only a couple seconds left to get a few more points. And there it is. Unofficial final. They're putting the points up from the last jam.
Wow.
Yeah. So
That second half went like that.
yeah. So we were saying at the beginning of this, Boulder County ranked in the new WFTDA ranking, WFTDA ranking, 57.
Right.
Pirate City just bumped up 32 spots. So in the new WFTDA rankings, 55. And they just won by a pretty significant margin.
Yeah.
So I would not be surprised if next month we see Pirate City going up again in the rankings.
Their star is rising.
Their star is rising. And here we go. Your final score, 253 to 175. Pirate City comes out victorious.
Nice work, Pirate City.
Yeah.
Getting
That was a really good game.
It was a good game.
So, all right. Well, I guess that's about it for us. We've got Gatekeepers versus the Puget Sound Outcasts.
Right.
2 top 10 teams of the MRDA.
Right.
2 powerhouses. Roar of the MRDA.
It's going to be explosive.
It
is.
is.
Be dynamic.
Excellent. I'm going to go get some more coffee, and I'll be back.
And I'll get some coffee, and I won't be back, but I'll see you later.
Yeah, indeed. My name's Mary Chaos.
And I'm Sexy Beast.
Bye.
And it's gone.